Okay, guys, good evening to you guys. Thank you for coming in. Today's CRAZII EA robot preview. Okay, there will be no form of registration. Do not contact us to buy it or contact Susan or Dylan or Disha or DV. There will be no sales today. Today is primary for you to understand what is coming up very soon on the 13th of April. Okay, so if anybody approach you that say, "Oh, I have a piece of cow thing, I got this, got that," come on, this is all the BS. Yeah, no such thing. All right. Okay, all clear. If all clear, press number 1 right now in the comment box, please. So that everybody heard me loud and clear. There's no sale. Do not approach us. Do not get from anybody. No one has the beta version or the fun version. No one has it. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, as you can see on the screen on top here, you can see there is CRAZII EA robot. No more procrastination, right? No, when you need to flip, you just need to flip your position. Auto TP, that means the profit level is all automatic. Trailing stop is when you are making profit, the robot actually moves the trailing stop for you. And most important, it will give you a function to consider to maximize your profit for the day. And crazy enough, you do stop trading when it's necessary, and there will be human intervention. So all these things will be inside this EA, and there are a few EA's modules you need to understand so that you know later on the 13th of April, what do you want to choose, okay? Now, I repeat, today is just a technical preview. Over the next 2 weeks, we will come out more videos to tell you the EA 1 or 2 and 3 and 4, what is the primary for, and what's the costing like for each of them. That means that, okay, different this robot, right? There's a different amount of money that you have to tag along the robot so that you'll do the best for you. So different robot have different earnings pattern, different style. It really has to come together with your risk adversity. Okay, so what's your risk adversity? How much you can risk? All these things will play a part. Yeah, but today we talk about the technical first. Okay, all right. So let's go into that. Now, first of all, one reason why I started a bit late because I gave a friend, a very close friend of mine, he is a very good trader. I told him, look, my friend, my EA is good. I want you to try. So I'm a third party view, right? So I told him this. I said, look, the EA buy, you just buy. If the EA sell, you just sell. And then on top of that itself, right, you look at the EA, and if the EA is coincide with your view, you can buy more. Or the EA goes against you as a different view altogether, you consider the lower down. So in short itself, right, the whole objective of EA1 is for all the students of CRAZII to have this so that when you are trading a market, you will know exactly why you're buying, where TP is and stuff like that. Okay, let me show you first his result first, yeah, to make you know what to expect. So in short, my this good buddy, right, he put in $7,361. Don't tell me why this number, okay? And then, incredibly, she follows exactly what the EA is doing and then keep on adding position along the way. Now, I told him one thing for sure is that you have to consider to increase your trading with the flow of the market. And within just a couple of days, the account has went up to 12,000. And then the crazy part is this, he withdrew $15,000 from the capital and still have some money in the account. And of this morning, he drew another $10,000 from the account. So in short, he withdrew $25,000 from a $7,361 capital. And the best thing is this, he tells me that he only utilized 60% of the EA. Which basically means that, right, he basically only follows 60%. In fact, itself, right, he didn't follow all of it because he was busy, he was caught off guard at a certain time and stuff like that. So what is this EA about, right? So let me explain this to you, okay? So this EA, what does it does is this Robot 1, CRAZII EA Robot 1. It basically follow the OP rule. Now, I think until today, for many, many years, even myself, I will say upfront here, I sometimes go against the OP rule because it's that when the market is like, very, very high, up by 3, 4 days, it's very normal for for a seasoned trader like myself to make the same mistake, to sell when the market is really at a high. But as you know, with the AI coming in the market right now, there is a very high chance that the market can go higher than you can think of. And there are times whereby the market comes down for 3 to 4 days. You can see the RSI, stochastic, Bollinger Bands are all at a low level, right? But yet the price continues to fall, and we can see gold down by 6%, crude oil down 10% in a single day. So those conventional fair value is out of the window. In the AI world right now, all this valuation is no longer existent. Today, I can down by 10%. Tomorrow, I can up by 12%. The market don't care anymore. So by following the OP rule, I kind of realized that I really have to let you know that this is going to really help you in your trading. So let's take a look how it works here. This is what happened on the 25th of March, okay? Very recently, okay? So let's take a look at the whole chart. You can see very clearly that this is the OP of the day, yeah? Okay. So what the robot does is that it follows the command of the OP rule for robot number 1. So when the market starts to go below OP with a red candle, as you can see on the screen, all right, over here, it basically sell. Now look carefully, my friends, that the entry price is about the same, yeah? Now this is not a MEM or a PAM. So basically, right, it's a copy system. So immediately it will trade accordingly. So this, you can see right now, it sell exactly where it's supposed to be because it's below OP, red candle, right? Okay, and because the KSI is red in color, it sell 2 times, 0.02. And you can see immediately what happened, right? Let's take a look there slowly on this ground. You can see that, okay, the stop loss is there. Automatically, the stop loss is there, 4473.21, based on the new EA calculation. Now, in the CRAZII, we usually put a stop loss at the peak level, right? But when we was doing the EA, we realized that, okay, putting the stop loss at the CCYR, that R itself is pretty good. So what we did is that we have been backtesting this, and the result has been phenomenal, okay? And then you notice something very interesting yourself, okay? Is that the TP level, if you look carefully, it will be based on the nearest technical point the system has. So which means in this case right now, right, okay, the first TP was already at KTR -1, which is here, okay? Now, because I didn't capture this in time, so the TP was given. I didn't put it there. I'll try to trace out that particular trade, but TP1 was done. Okay, so TP2, TP3, TP4. So this is actually, this is TP1, this is TP2, and this is TP3. Okay, I'll explain this slowly one by one. Yeah. So TP1 is done already. Sorry, TP1 is done. Those 3. Sorry, my bad. That should be that way now. TP1 is done. And this TP2, this TP3, and this is TP4. Okay. All right, so watch this carefully. Now, when the market kind of realized that, okay, TP1 is done, the next TP level, as you can see, is here. This is the MA, right? And you can see the number here itself, all right? The MA number is over here, 4445.60. Now, you notice that the MA 30 itself, right, is 443.95. Now, why the number is a bit different? Because we purposely added a little bit more to ensure that your trade get done. Interesting. So which means that, right, when you come to earlier, like this TP here, KTR -1, right, rather than put a TP level at 4456.31, the robot will actually calculate, see the KTR first, then will do a so-called round up or round down, depending on the trade, to ensure that you get your TP done. So this is good because why? That means that you don't need to do anything. Every morning you let the robot runs it, and then when the robot is selling, what do you have? Now, this one is not in time for this evening. I was trying to rush it, but it's not available. Is that there will be a Telegram group that comes with this EA1, and whereby when the trade set in to sell, your Telegram will message you. It will tell you exactly what is level that you're going to sell, where's the TP1, where's the TP2, TP3, and TP0, or TP4 in this case, and the stop loss. This is crazy because why? That means right now, right, you get your trades done, you get to know what to do, and that is where my friend saw this great opportunity. He studied immediately, he understand that, he started to sell accordingly. So which means that when the robot sells 0.02, can you sell more? Yes, you can. You can basically sell more to your own account, but of course your capital must be sizable, right? Because the robot will be trading on it. And then what happened, as you can see over here, the market, right, there's another TP level, KTR -2. You can see that the price here on the KTR is 4438.42, but the robot has already calculated for you at 4439.00. So basically the robot will calculate to your advantage, right, to ensure that you get your TP done. Okay, and you may want to question, Cal, how come we have this blank space here? Sorry, this blank space here. Why is there a blank space here? Is basically, right, is allow you to hold your position to the maximum, because we realize that the market day to day, the extension of the market is crazy. Okay, it's crazy, yeah. So because of that itself, right, we allow the TP to run while the trailing stop kick in. So coming soon, yeah. So coming soon, don't worry, Richard. Hang on a little bit. Okay, all right. So let's take a look at the next chart here. This is the beginning of the day. Okay, beginning of the day where we screenshot this on that day itself. Okay, right. So let's take a look now when the market started to move towards the upside. So what happened? So the sell side was done. Okay, the sell side was done, but it didn't give us a full profit. So what happened is that later part, the sell was being squared off at losses. Okay, don't worry, I'll show you everything. So now everyone take a look over here. You can see that this is the next trade whereby the market stays above the OP. CCRY is a buy. Okay, and you can see that it buys based on the price at 4484.81. So you look carefully, this price here and this price here is about the same, right? 4484.81. Okay, stop loss. Where is it? You can see now, everybody. The stop loss is here at 4471.04, right? Based on the computation of the candle, red candle, the lowest point. So everything is there. And then the TP level, of course, you can see the TP1, it will be at the KTR +1 in this case, which is 4492.11, which the system automatically has calculated for you to round off for you to a good number for you to exit. So in this case right now, right, you can see that the buy is done. So a lot of time I realized that our students, they may sell here, but after a while later, when the price goes up, they procrastinated. They think that the market may be going down. They think that because the KSI is red, they think that the market is going to go down later on. So a lot of thinking, a lot of what you call as silly thinking. And then after that, when the market break out, they fail to buy because they're scared that this could be a false break. They think that it's going to be fake. Now, this EA hasn't come to a point of adding diamonds yet. We haven't come diamonds yet because this EA is going to be quite a bit of it. We will keep on adding and adding and adding. So this time now, it's only EA 1 and 2 to share with everybody, yeah? All right, so you can see that after that, the TP was done, as you can see from the trade itself. So we can see very clearly when the trade is done, you can see this green color bar over here. That means that the TP is done based on the technical level that you set predetermined right earlier. So this to tell you that everything is pure on robot basis, yeah? Okay, now for those who want to join, to use this robot, it will be on a copy system, which means that there will be a robot trading the master account, and any individual will be placed to copy that master. So do understand this. Copy system has a very big downside, is that the price, there will be a variety. That means, for example, if 10 people copy, not a big issue. If 100 will copy, right, it really depending on the LP or basically the broker. So we have tested with AIMS, and at the moment now it's still doable. But again, I cannot be sure until the mass comes in. But as long as AIMS is the A-book broker, then I don't think there's an issue over here. Right? So that is what we want. We want to do a movement here. Imagine the orders coming in thousands of lot size. That will be really incredible. All right, so you can see right now as the market start to move higher, this is where we purchased earlier. And when the market go up, now this is where it gets very, very cool. Say you bought here at the price of 4485, right? This is where you buy earlier. Okay. So now the next TP is 4510, right? This is the next TP level. The system knows that, so they purposely take the TP at a level here, okay, at the KTR +2. But what is interesting is this: as the market goes up, right, you notice something very interesting. The stop loss also follow through. The trailing stop loss actually start to kick in. So which means that once you are in profit position, the system itself, right, will automatically shift the stop loss from the lower level to the next, what they call technical level, to ensure that you will have a no loss trade. So guys, look at it. So if you imagine now you have a 4485 buy, and then your TP is done at KTR +2, you realize your stop loss now is 4493.11. So which means that it's already protecting you your downside already. That means that already you know that this trade you can't lose. And everything is hands off. You do not need to do anything. You just have to look at it. So what is crazy and what my friend did is that he saw it. So he said, okay, so it's very simple, right? So I just have to follow and I just hit the market. And if I feel good on the market, whether it's a personal feel, you want to draw any technical line, you feel it's going to go up anyway, you just hammer the trade because now you have the EA writing for you. And of course, we switch over to the CRAZII.com chart. Now, the thing is this, CRAZII.com chart is a bit faster than the app side, definitely for sure, because of the interface and the way the structure is. So now a lot of people now is doing this. They actually see the chart, they see the EA, they trade on their own account. So basically, when they see the chart, they see the EA trading, they know where's the technical level, boom, they just buy. So what we're trying to do is that we want people to basically see, follow, and continue with your own trading, what you call style, or your way of doing the market, or maybe exercising your lot size. You think about this. So that is why we have this, because we really believe in our system, and we know that we cannot make everything perfect. Some people want the EA to trade small, someone aggressive. I kind of realize that it's difficult. So the best thing is this: I give it to you now. You will do your sizing yourself. How big you want to enter, up to you. Like my friend who take risk a bit bigger, he just said, okay, Cal, I just trust you. Let's play with it. And just a few days, he made $25,000. This is really insanity, yeah? So you can see from here that the TP level here is blocked off, as in nothing is there, because if the market want to run, the EA just let it follow. So if every level it climbs up, right, the stop loss will kick in and then keep on protecting the last position. Yes, so every time this EA will trade 4 times. The lot size will trade between 0.01 to 0.02. Now, of course, at the moment now, we are testing on Dow Jones, pretty good. I think we can try on DAX and other market pretty soon. Now, do understand this EA, if you look at it, oh, it's so simple, I can write it. You can try writing it, but it's not as simple as it is, because it comes with the coloration of CRAZII, it comes with the KTR of CRAZII, all the technical, the pivots, and also the KSI. You understand? So that is thing that belong to us. If anybody look at the chart, they can immediately relate it as long as they know how to use CRAZII. Okay, so this is how the trade went for that day itself. It started off with we purposely put a $500 account just to play with it. And then we can see that we have initial trades. Then after some make, some lose. And then you can see the balance gets smaller, but the winnings have to come in. Why? Because remember this, when it comes to TP level, right, you always want it to run. You want to keep stop loss very near. And that's what my friend likes about it. He said, okay, wait a minute. I see from the TP and SL, your TP is like $15 TP, and your SL is like only $2 to $3. That's a very good risk-reward ratio. And because of that, right, he believes in the CRAZII system. Hence, therefore, he realized that if he also feel like buying, and he knows that the TP level is so far away, which seemingly hit on, based on CRAZII, it does hit, so he goes for it. You understand my point? So basically, right now, right, he's trading like a professional, and he has something to relay on, and he can see for himself. Okay, and you can see after that, right, the account start to move up. As you can see that when you are normal human being, if you're up by maybe $10 to $15 from a goal position, normally we say, okay, I think it's enough. But remember, a robot, they don't care. So robot can hold up to even $60 of profit. They also don't care because it's a robot. So when you see that, even a 0.02 can yield you as high as $100. Now, of course, some of you are asking this question, okay, what if the market is crazy, up and down, then what's the lowest drawdown you have right now? Now, I don't have the figure at this moment because we are trying all the different strategies to do that. But I have been eyeballing this. I can tell you very safely it's about 30%. That means that the downside, the loss itself is about 30% maximum. But of course, again, I do not want to commit this because I don't have the numbers on my hand, but I can tell you that I really enjoy this at the moment right now with this, yeah? Okay, so with that, here is the EA1, okay? So this is EA1 purely on OP rule, buy, sell above OP, and I mean, with OP buy, below OP sell. The TP levels are all according to this. The shifting of stop loss is accordingly, and it follow the KSI coloration for the sizing, and it allows the profit to run. Now, one thing that we are added on a mechanism is that at 7 p.m., we'll close away all position and we rest for the day. Now, we all know that after 7 p.m., we do know that the market can go quite extensively, like right now is happening, but we don't want to take the risk. We want you to rest. Imagine that the reason why you're doing an EA is because you want to rest. But if you are going to be trading and doing EA at the same time, then you will not be resting, and that's not financial freedom. So for us, we want you to really rest after 7 p.m. Singapore time. And I think it's good enough. All right. So you can see over here, this is EA Robot 2. It's a follow the 5-minute trend. Now, when I was doing this robot here, I kind of realized I saw another pattern. You know, this is me. I get to see patterns very differently. And I kind of realized that there is a pattern in our system. So this pattern, right, it basically study the clusters of the reds and study the clusters of the yellow. Now, this is the maximum I can go into that. But I think a while later, you probably understand where I'm coming from. Okay. So this is the very simple, we managed to do some testing on this on EA2, and you can see that this is where we will sell. I won't explain to you why we sell there, but that's where we will sell. And then after that, okay, this is where we will buy. Okay, and the thing is this, when we buy and sell, right, we look at the thing, we follow the KSI. So earlier we sell because the KSI was red, now we buy because KSI is green. But the sizing is still the same, but you notice something very different. There's no TP and SL over here. Now EA2 basically writes the trend. That means that if the trend is trending, the robot will just follow the whole day. So of course you ask the question, what if today the market swings up and down, then how? Now we tried last 2 days ago where the robot was swinging up and down. But because we all know that after a while, after a day when the market swing up and down, the next day or the next day, the market will trend. So the mathematics is that we will make back the money, right? So traders, we notice that our very bad mistake is that we actually don't remember that when we lose money, it's because the market swings. But when the market swing finish, that's where you trend. But usually because the first 2 days, the market swings and you're so tired, you're so upset, you cannot think carefully anymore, and then you realize that the market just fly out of the way, right? Isn't that very normal? Exactly. So now EA2 take care of that. EA2 don't care, don't bother, he'll just buy and sell throughout the day. So which means that EA2 is a system whereby you can buy above OP, can also sell above OP. Now in this case, right, this is where EA2 start to sell on the go today. All right, go today is sold. Yeah, when the market was coming down, go sell. Now you can see that Y over here is 0.1 and here is 0.2. That means that 0.1 means sell one quantity, 0.2 sell two quantity. Reason is because of the KSI. All right, so there was a sell here, there was another sell here, another sell here, and then after that, the market goes down, the EA profited from there. And of course, when the market choose to buy, it will return to buy instead. So this is really something that we have saw. Now I love to put the price tag for you itself, right? But because I didn't have time to do it, right? I know Disha had done a good job for me earlier, but then I got no time to verify, so I just had to show you what it is. But after that, if those people who are interested, we will put you into a separate group chat to update you everything down there. So which means that after tonight, okay, for those who are interested to find out more about the robot and want to try it, okay, I'll tell you what to do, okay? So stay tuned, yeah? And because of that, now Robot 3. We realize that Robot 1 is really very good. Robot 2 is also good. But then 1 plus 2 equals 3, we need something else. So we have tested a bunch of traders that I trained outside CRAZII. And then what happened is that these traders has been watching this, and they realized that if there was a little bit of human intervention, the robot will be pretty impressive. And I totally agree on this. Now let me be upfront here, guys. When I was doing this EA, right, I faced the biggest problem is a technical problem. Things that really come out of nowhere, it happened. Example, sometimes it's because of the bridge issue between the broker that we're using, AIMS, and the LP. So the trade is very visibly there, but the machine not moving because there was a glitch. And then if you are going to be totally this non-human, it will not work. So we need the human to be there. So it's a very simple way of this analogy is that like a plane itself. A plane need a pilot to do the takeoff and the coming down, the arrival. So in between, the pilot will put the autopilot. But what if later on suddenly there's a lot of birds coming in? Then the captain need to be alert and then go back to manual shifting. Or in between, who knows? We may see UFOs coming in. So the pilot has to know what to do, and that is where the human comes in. Now, because our EA starts from morning 6 a.m. Singapore time, it ends at 7 p.m. It's about a 13-hour shift. So I do have about 4 to 5 traders now full-time watching this. Hence, therefore, we will put them together and make sure that with the human inside there, the result should be even better. Okay, so robot 1 and robot 2 combined plus a human, we have robot number 3. Okay, and now the last but not least is the robot number 4. Now, robot number 4 is something that I was inspired by a friend of mine from Vietnam. He tells me he has a robot, and I was looking at his robot, and it's pretty amazing. Let's take a look at his robot here. Right, so this robot will trade, okay, and then after that, you can see the result is pretty decent, pretty good. And of course, the robot will trade in out very fast. And of course, once it's CTP level, the robot will take profit and then add position and stuff like that. See, a very fast speed of trading here. Okay, so you can see that, yeah. Okay, so when I was looking at this robot, I was finding it very amazing. And of course, I tried learning from my friend. Then after that, obviously itself, there was a lot of things that didn't went very well for this robot because of certain algorithm. So I realized that if I can put robot 1 and robot 2 together, right, and then I will span it over a 15-second chart. Yes, 15 seconds. Now you may say, Kel, where to find a 15-second chart in MT4? Yes, MT4 don't have, but outside MT4, there is a way to do a 15-second chart. So if we can follow the robot in 1 and 2, following the market momentum itself, right, then we just have to really move it a bit faster. This will become a very fascinating tool for a lot of business users. So people who want in, out fast, this is good for you. People who are using it for business, like an IB, this is very good money because it's OPM, and you can actually use it very well to do a business here. So in fact, when this robot 4 is available, I'm very sure that many world IBs will really want their hand on this because they can just sit down there, don't do anything, and then let things done by itself. And of course, they will get 2 incomes. One is a profit sharing income, and the other one will be the commission income. So this is something that I am very excited over. But the cost of development is not cheap because you need to do a lot of predetermination of stuff like that. But I strongly believe that maybe by end of this month we should be able to complete robot 4. All right. So that is how we are going to do this robot here. So guys, if you ask me a few questions, I think Rolly, you ask me this, Cal, can we terminate anytime? Of course. Robot 1 to 4, if it's available, you can terminate anytime. Right, you just need to know how to link your account to the robot. We won't do it for you. You have to self-taught yourself. You need to go to the relevant website, which is by AIMS, actually called AIMS Exchange. You need to do it yourself, learn how to tag it, how to uncheck it, and then you will be protected on your own, yeah? Now, all the P&L itself, right, will be all available on the robot site during when you join in. So it's very clear, okay? Everybody's clear. You make your own money. We make our money. That is for that, right? Now, for robot 1, this is more for crazy student. That will be a monthly subscription fee of $20 to use robot 1. All right, robot 2, robot 3, robot 4, the 3 robots down, this one, you need to put a bit more capital so that you can actually utilize it for a bigger ROI. Now, the numbers will be available when we are ready for that. At the moment now, we don't have the real figures yet, so we will hang on until 13th of April. But I can tell you effectively now, Robot 1 and Robot 2 works very fine. It's just now how to fine-tune it for the administration and logistics side. So, yeah. All right, so with that, I have come to the end of today's sharing. I think it's a short one, and the main agenda is to tell you that we are there and ready. Okay, so for people who wants to know more, like I say again, this is how it works. Listen here, everybody. We will be opening up a special Telegram group, okay, whereby, okay, you can contact this Disha, and tell her that you want to join this Telegram group for the EA, right? Then we will put more information there, okay? Because we don't want to clutter the main groups with all the stuff. We'll put all the information there, and I'll also be showing you along the next few days all the trades done by the robot, how it does everything. I'll put it there for you to take a look, all right? And then you will understand how incredible is this robot here, okay? Now, we will not allow any form of registration until probably 10th to 11th of April before we officially start on the 13th of April. Okay. Now, the capital that you need for Robot 1 minimum is only $1,000. Yeah. Just put $1,000 and you're done and let robot do for you. And I say again, like how my friend did it, the robot will buy, sell, he will see on his handphone and he see whatever he want to see. He just hit the market heavier on the other side. So you can use a separate account, or you can use a different broker account, or you can actually use the same account to buy sell. So when I say a different account broker means that you, example, this is definitely on AIMS, right? But you want to do with XYZ broker, you see the one on the left side, which is AIMS trade account, and you want to trade with another broker on the other account. I mean, another hand, up to you, all right? We will not say you cannot. Okay, all right. Just want you to understand this. We are very, very sure that if this gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it'll become a big movement instead. Yeah. Okay. Is there any more questions that anyone want to ask me for this evening? All right. Someone asked me on the site now. Is that only working for Dow, Gold? Does it work on Bitcoin? It does work on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin the leverage is very, very low for AIM, so it cannot really sustain the $1,000 account. Yeah, so we decided to drop Bitcoin away. Okay. All right. Someone asked this question: is that can we must we for every $1,000? Is it for every market? Yes. Yeah, I think for safety net itself, right? Every $1,000 is for one market. So if you want to have a gold, you want to have a Dow and the thing, you need about $2,000 to $3,000. Okay, you can draw anytime. Anytime you can exit. Yeah. The PNL is on the PNL for Robot 2, 3, 4 is weekly basis. All right. For Robot 1, the PNL is all yours. We don't take any profit sharing for Robot 1. Robot 1 is purely for you to follow. We just want to make sure that you trade according to the rules of CRAZII. Yeah. We only make from what? The trading commissions and the $20. Okay. We just make from there. So Robot 2, 3, 4 is where we make the money, where you will do profit sharing with us and then stuff like that. Okay. All this information will be made available on a website. Okay, the website is almost ready. I think you saw a glimpse of it just a couple of days ago, so I will leave it there because I don't want y'all to go and take a look over there. So you should see that the website is done. Yeah. Okay, is there any more questions that you would like to ask me, my friends? I would love to answer you. Oh, there's a lot of people already texting this Disha already now. Okay, oh, this is fast and crazy. Now remember, like I say once again, we put a lot of effort into this, and we know CRAZII really work. Now look, recently all the trading calls are all by the EA. Yes, recently all the trading calls was done by the EA because the EA call us to buy, right? Example, suddenly the market goes above OP, bam, we buy, we follow through the action. Or the market goes below OP, we sell. So with the EA now, we realize that our trading result is there, and that's why we are very, very confident. And imagine that if thousands of traders at the same time watching this EA trading, I can imagine the demand supply in the market is going to go crazy. So I told AIMS to be careful. The new movement is from CRAZII this time around. Oh, cannot. You cannot put the EA to other broker. Really cannot. It's a copy system. Yeah. So you need to put the money in AIMS site. All right, just a minimum, and then after that, the master will copy to your account, And then after that, whatever you want to do with the trades there, I leave it to you. Some people say, Kel, I want to go against you, I want to sell against you, whatever. You do whatever you want. All right, my job is to give you what we are supposed to see. So I mean, a normal trader with CRAZII will do what and the CRAZII robot do exactly. Okay, all right. Okay, after 7 o'clock, do we trade? No more. Yeah, we don't trade anymore. After 7 o'clock, we do not trade anymore. In fact, we'll close all the position. Now we may lose out the night market rally or craziness, but it's okay, right? It's good to rest. Yeah. Can put 500? Cannot. There's a minimum there. It's not because we want the money. It's just that because you know robot can win, can lose, right? We don't have a defined number now. It could be a few days, a few trades of losses, then you go for big win. It's possible. Yeah. So we must use the law of mathematics to come up with this. The result, the average is there. Even like today, a crazy day, up, down through the whole day itself, the robot still make $100 profit out of a $400 capital. I mean, $500 capital, I think that's crazy. Yeah, it's 25%. Incredible. Yes. No, the thing is this, all you need to do is that you get two choices. Joe example, you can turn it on to copy the robot. Okay, so robot close at 7 p.m., right? So this will give the window for everybody after work to check their trades. And then if they feel the robot is still doing fine, then they just switch on and let it run. So tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock sharp, all right, 6:05 to be precise, the robot will start trading. And then you can just let it run. Okay. Now, if any time you feel the robot is going crazy, you can terminate it anytime. Just go to the AIMS website and then just uncheck it, and it will just stop all the copy trading. And after that, you can manually close your position if you want to do that. Okay. Yeah. So it's really, really on your own side. So you can do whatever you want on that. Yeah. What's the minimum? I just mentioned again, it's $1,000 for every market. Okay, so how do we do it at the moon now, right? What I did was a bit crazy. I used $500 to do EA1 and EA2 together, right? Together. And I even did it on gold and Dow at the same time. Crazy, right? But do you notice that the capital didn't blow? In fact, the capital still stayed there and there was some profit for me. And if I do the human intervention, I will make my money every day. That is cool. So that's why you gotta realize that this is two markets with two AAs, and yet I can make money. I think this is something really crazy for that. Yeah. Would there be a free trial first? There's no free trial. You don't have free trial such thing, right? If you believe it, you just try. Okay, there's no free trial. Yeah. Okay. And is the EA for all markets or only for gold? I repeat, the EA now we have tested on gold, Dow, gold, Dow, DAX, someone, Hang Seng, China A50, and Nikkei. Yes, yeah. With just a few markets, it works. But just like now, we want to concentrate on the bargaining, so we only focus on the gold side. So once we kind of realize that the gold bargaining is settled, then the rest should be working. Do they have trades over weekend? No weekend trade. At 7 o'clock sharp, close. 7 p.m. Singapore time, close. All trades will be closed. So because the markets we select, you heard me earlier, right, is gold, Dow, Nikkei, Hang Seng, and China A50. I mean, these are all the Asian market. We don't need to hang around on DAX. Yeah, so we don't need to hang around there. By 7 p.m., it's enough. I mean, 7 p.m., if you make, you make. All right. If you don't make, no need to continue. Now, of course, some people, what they do is that they can use the levels that they say the Telegram to continue to trade on their own, but that is on your own notes. It's nothing to do with us. Yeah. Yes, it closed every day. I say again, every day it closed. No matter win or lose, we just close it off. Has a good rest. Okay. I mean, every day we know that the mathematics is clear. 22 trading days, there are 5 days the market will screw us up big time. And those 5 days are usually the days whereby people get blowing their account. But for us, right, we don't see that. We have been doing this for the last 3 weeks, and very intensive, and we find okay, really okay. Yeah, I mean, and most important thing, there's no martingale involved here. Yeah, no martingale. All right, we don't do like lose double up. No, we don't do that. It's just flat numbers to let you in out. Even Robot 3, where it adds together, there's no martingale. Robot 4 is not a martingale, but it's more like a very fast trading at a sizable level so that it is able to generate passive income for everybody. This one I will share more at a later stage. And this can be a very good business proposition because imagine if there's a robot that go in, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Maybe end of the day, it trade 1% in net profit, but the commission generated itself could be 1% too. So add them together is 2%, right? So if the robot trade more excessively, you may get an ROI of 2 to 3% just on the commission alone. And if that combines to that, that is a pretty good, decent monthly earning if you look at it. Yeah. Okay. So, and the best part is this, it follows CRAZII, right? So there's no way you can argue with that. You just have to buy and sell, and you can show your friends immediately, hey, you see that the color turns yellow, I'm buying, and took the trade is done. So you kind of realize that it really incredible because you can show your friends and your friend can see live. And for all the business partners around the whole world, in the whole business partner itself, right? Everybody can see it. So whether you're in Malaysia, you're in Cambodia, you're in Vietnam, you're in China, you're in Brazil, you're in Australia, bang, it will just go. Okay. And because we avoid, yes, indeed, why 7 p.m.? Because we avoid all the high impact news like CPI, NFP, MOFC. Oh, no, we don't get involved with that. I mean, my job is to make money, right? Our job is to make money. Who cares all this data? Yeah, no point making $1,000 today and then blow it tomorrow, right? No point. Make the small money, grow this business, and then become a business owner. So the objective here is this. We want to train you as a good trader first, so you follow the rules and it ingrain in you so you won't make the silly mistake of making the sell at the high and then get caught, or you do a buy at the low and went lower. We would have never have done this anymore. Yeah. Yes, indeed, it's a very decent program. I think it's workable, it's doable. We have the numbers already, and definitely it will change the business. Yeah, definitely you will see a lot of people now coming to us because they want to be part of this. So obviously they need to be part of us as $298, and then after that they will have to come in, and even if they copy the system of our hand, example, they may take a copier and copy us from our account. That is fine. Why? Because it's still the same. It's still demand and supply. So we are fine with that. So look, we are looking at a bigger horizon than just only looking at the money, right? We really want a movement, right? That's what we are looking for. Okay, guys, thank you very much for this evening. Like I say again, the person and one person only is to contact Disha. The lady has been sending out all the trading calls every day in different languages. Yes, we do it in about 5 languages every single day. 5 languages. So you can imagine if we have spread this down to 20 countries, my goodness, this business will go through the roof. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this. Right, if anything else, please contact Disha. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.